sometimes the Prabhupada asked, what is needed to spread Krishna consciousness? And devotees are going, blessings, mercy. Then Prabhupada was going, yes, that's nice. Then when they were finished, they said, little brain would be also nice. It's also required. Yeah. So, but this is all coming, and we know, not every preacher is a good manager. We know that. We have a practical experience of that. Still, it's a wonderful devotee. He's preaching. And we had wonderful managers, expert managers. They were not so good preachers. They got problems. Because Prabhupada said, first preaching, then management. You can be an expert manager, and you can combine both. That's wonderful. That was Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada is very unique thing. He could actually combine both. He could sit down in Vrindavan with some Babaji, make a bhajan, be in ecstasy. He could go out in America and tell them, you are all getting cheated here. He even once said, I'm coming from India, from the poor country, and I have to teach you Americans how not to get cheated. So Prabhupada had this wonderful combination. Therefore some people even defined him as mundane. He knows too much management. Because spiritualists should know nothing about this. He should just, be dressed in a potato sack and going Rama, and that's it. No, Prabhupada gave it a very clear form. Like there's a wonderful exchange. Prabhupada is actually defining that we should not separate even between management and preaching. Why this separation? Actually, it's both for Krishna. There was one devotee, of course. Devotees usually have a limits with management, because management means you encounter the world of dualities. You have to make decisions. You have to make, and not everybody is going to be happy about that. You will get friends and you will get enemies. That's management. Every manager can say, oh yeah, especially the enemies. Oh, I know this. Therefore, we have a whole huge dynasty of retired, frustrated managers who by the word management get almost epileptic. No, management. They immediately embark on a train to Vrindavan, to never come back. It's, it's a very unpalatable thing. And even Srila Prabhupada, he tried. He said, I just want to write and translate Bhagavatam. I want to preach and write my books. Please, relieve me from management. It didn't work. It didn't work to the last minute. It didn't work. All the time some problems come in, which only Prabhupada could solve. And as a matter of fact, times were easy. Not easy in terms of problems. If somebody thinks, those days were less problems as today, he's completely wrong. It was the same amount of problems. Actually, even the same kind of problems. But there was Prabhupada. And he said, no, not good. End of a problem. No more discussion. Finished. No more meeting. Meeting closed. I said, no, not good. This is not good. Finished. Weeks of meetings gone. It was very time-saving and energy-saving. Therefore, we had so much energy to preach. This movement was like a bomb. It just exploded and spread all over the world because Prabhupada said not good, and that was it. So, as a matter of fact, this Prabhupada said became like a mantra. Until Prabhupada was saying, this is too much of this, Prabhupada said. He always says, Prabhupada said. I didn't say that. Devotees were so focused on Prabhupada and so penetrated by his personality that even by speaking about him, they start to behave like him. Like, devotees were giving lectures quoting Prabhupada so intensely that they start to go. Because Prabhupada had hair, or he had hair out of the ears. And they were going, yes, Prabhupada said, just like completely just, wherever you went, there was the image of Prabhupada. And you couldn't get anything done without saying Prabhupada said it, out of question. Nowadays we hear sometimes, oh, Professor Doctor said, and he said, and they said, and they said, and we go, oh, they say it. You know, who is them, who is he, who is, you know, we don't even know sometimes. That's the material world. In material world, people go in a bookshop, they buy a book, and they say, this is really good. And they don't even find out who wrote this. They go, oh, you heard this? You read this book from the, you know, Mr. Srila? Srila? Oh, Srila. You don't know Srila? Who is you? Anybody knows Srila? Oh, Srila. When they found out he was a psychopathic homosexual. So, please, I'm not discriminating anybody. But this is what Prabhupada was attacking. He was absolutely disagreeing. He was absolutely disagreeing. He even disagreed so much that actually, when an Indian was brought to him here in India, obviously, you know, Vedantist, you know, somebody who just Prabhupada asked, you can hear on the tape, devotees go, Prabhupada, this is a very, very great Vaishnava here, you know, Vaishnava scholar. And Prabhupada said, oh, you know Bhagavad Gita? And the man immediately starts, oh, very nice. So, do you know the author of Bhagavad Gita? Who wrote that book? Who spoke that book? And the man goes, oh yes, this was spoken by Krishna, the unmanifested Brahman. A total Mayapur definition. You can hear even on the tape how the word is just, it's a Mayapur. Prabhupada immediately exposed it. And he said, so how can you quote a book from somebody you don't know? But it's from Krishna. Well, if you don't know Krishna, you may know the name, but you still don't know who it is. How can you quote that book? So even there, Prabhupada said, it's all personal. We don't want to know what is spoken. We want to know who is speaking. And this you learn also in Sankirtan. Because there will be revealed not what is distributed, but who is distributing. You will be exposed. And this is nice. This is exactly what we came here for. This is what actually we want. Because once you know who you are, life gets easy. You don't have to play and saying it because they are obviously under the control of a higher energy.